Okay, everybody. We're back for another episode of Oxygen Not Included. I don't know how many days forward we are from the last episode, but I spent some time fixing up the base, and I'll tell you what we did, what went wrong, what some ideas I've got are. So the problem was this thing right here. This thing was eating up 1.2 kilowatts, that's 1,200 watts, and that was just... it was too much for our power grid to handle. Because over here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so we've got, it was basically eating up the power of just 2 of these. That one building on its own was basically eating up the power of 2 of our coal generators. So over here, we've got 3 natural gas generators. Each of these natural gas generators is 800, so that's like 2,400 watts right there. So that's, these 3 are equal to these, but they're all working together now, part of the big power generating family. Oh, this... trim these up a little bit. So the way these gas generators work is they do need a constant supply of natural gas, and originally we were just sifting some of the natural gas from over here. But I went ahead and did some exploring down over here. We've got a natural gas geyser right here producing natural gas. I haven't researched it, so we don't know when it's going to go dormant, but it will periodically. It stays active for a decent amount of time. Getting a lot of natural gas from in here, supplying it into the system, and the other thing that's nice is that it's hot in here, don't get me wrong, 200 degrees, pretty hot, but natural gas geyser erupts at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's hot, don't get me wrong, it's hot, but it's not like certain geysers that are like 900 degrees, like where is that thing at? We had that carbon dioxide geyser somewhere that's like so hot, it like burns the flesh off of you and your immediate kin, just like straight off of your face. So that's fixing that up. Over here, the steel refinery is back in action. Let's mop this up. Bump it up to medium speed. This area was kind of a pain because the steam was being insulated, and it was like 250 degrees. We opened up, just swoosh, the steam just started like erupting out. This entire area got like superheated. People getting burned left and right. Had to build Atmos suits just to actually do anything in there. Decided to move the oil supply out here. We do need to reconnect it like so. That way, if something were to happen, some of the more important systems are on the outside instead of on the inside. But yes, this is working again. What else do we got? We're out of oil. We already refined all of the oil, so we'll have to go find a way to drill up some more oil. I want to finish this area here, but we can do that later. I keep getting kind of like fussy about... what we need to do, I think, is... oh, scalding. Okay, we got some people over here. So this area had to get abandoned for a while. I had to actually, because the energy consumption was just too much, I had to just shut this off, and the heat was starting to, like, retake the area. The heat was... but I've had it running for a little while, because we were able to, like I said, we were able to retake this general area. And so now we're back to claiming this from the heat. Eventually that's going to cool down and it'll be pretty livable. I mean, eventually it'll be ice cold. Like, given time, it will just completely overpower it. Because coal was an issue, we moved these guys up here so I could make this little, like, hydrogen area. But down here, I decided to install another stone hatch area. So we've got, and I'm repopulating my smooth hatches. Probably going to bump this up to, I don't know, 4? We also did a lot of mining, so I'm up to 12 tons of gold, 6 tons. I'd like to be more like 50-ish tons, but, you know, we did some mining in order to find some more stuff. This here can be dug. This stuff here can be dug. This is all wolframite, just stuff that we can feed the smooth hatches. They turn it into tungsten when they're done with it. All this stuff, really good stuff. Tell them to dig it up. But another thing we can do, now that we have access to a... okay, that's just him. Now that we have access to natural gas, one of the things we can do is food, gas range, give it some electricity. And let's build an insulated pipe like this. This makes the highest quality food in the game, but in exchange for that, it's a little bit more complicated to operate. You need electricity, you need access to a supply of natural gas, and then it is a little pickier on its ingredients. That's another issue. Other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the cooking ingredients out of here. That'll make more space. So it's gonna be edible only. I think that's the reason why they were eating weird things. This was supposed to be full of edible ingredients. Over here, we upgraded, like, people are getting burned so much that I built a second hospital. So now we've got 2, so in the event people get hurt, we can just fix that and heal them up a bit quicker. These are, like, building more stuff. This area got fixed as well. So I fully surrounded this area. The steam was not cooling, though. The steam was not turning into... It was not condensing into water. So we had to add in a Wheezeboard here just to add some kind of cooling. It's overpowering it, but that doesn't matter. It just needs to cool it down enough to turn the steam into water. But otherwise, that allowed us to get these wires through, and these wires really, really made our power systems way, way more efficient. It really made a big difference there. So overall, pretty nice. Overall, pretty good. So what's on the list today? We are going to try and begin working on the surface again. So the first thing we're going to do is order these to be removed. Also, we need to start re-enabling auto repair. I had to actually disable auto repair on these because they kept going up here and getting burned, and I needed them to stop going in there and getting burned. Like, that was not good for our health. So now we can enable auto repair. What is wrong with this thing? Like, what does this sparking thing mean? Build multiple space scanners to ensure they're effectively scanning for best... Oh, so you need multiple scanners. Interesting. Decrease scan quality due to interference from nearby heavy machinery, rock, or obstructing its line of sight. Interesting. All of this is very interesting. So this one, it's not in as good of a position as it could be. Is there a reason why no one is... from that? Why is it... What is everyone doing? Maybe I need to bump the priority up. Let's bump it up to a 6. Just like that. Not sure what everyone is doing. You guys need to wake up. Repair that. Why did you climb up here? Is this thing not working? It should be working. Okay, maybe they just had a few other errands to do. Scan quality, not great. Building is... Okay, we could re-enable this building now. I want this to be a 9. Okay, it looks like they're attempting to repair this. I had to disable this because people kept wanting to, like, operate it, even though it was, like, it wasn't in very good condition. Very good. Okay, let's open up the star map, and let's just go in order. So here is... What does this thing mean? Let's see. Let's look for differences in name. Okay, so that's the progress bar. Gather interstellar research data. Research modules installed. Upper atmosphere. Study the lower study the magnetic field. Study the surface. Study the subsurface. World mass, current mass, maximum mass, replenished cycle. World composition, refined carbon. Oh, so this would be an easier way to get refined carbon so we wouldn't have to use our own. Coal, diamonds. Further research required to identify resource. Send a research module to this. Oh, I see. So we need to send a rocket there. Artifacts. We don't know. Okay, well, let's just keep scanning these. Now, you can't set these on automatic. You have to just kind of manually do them. It's not like... Oh, wait, here we go. We can click and drag. So this is the distance that our telescope can go all the way up to. Wow, we can go pretty high. Up to basically 900 kilometers appears to be the limit. I'm guessing one of these is going to let us breach the temporal majiggy thing. Because that's the goal of the game, I'm pretty sure. Where is the... Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's hot, I know, that's what happens in this area. That's why you got a spacesuit on. He's like, he was super happy for a moment, then he's like, holy crap, it's 230 degrees. Oh, stop being a baby, it's only 230 degrees. I thought it was something more like 400 degrees, like kind of reaching the limit of what the steel construction was capable of, but wow, what a baby. Are you done already? Did you finish it? Oh. That was fast. So these look pretty similar. Let's just keep studying them. So despite having reduced oh, it's closing the thing because of the asteroid, the meteor shower. Man, these things do not... It's kind of epic, though. You imagine when these gates are going to open up for our eventual rockets? What if I build multiples of these? Could we scan multiple places at once? I mean, despite this thing being kind of slow, it's still detecting him. It's still doing a good job. Like, I'm almost kind of like, who cares if it's a little slow, to be honest. Oh, see, look at that. We're on time. Like, who cares if it's, if it's not, like, oh, if it's not perfectly. I mean, maybe there's a little bit of, what am I thinking of? Maybe there could be some margin of error? But I don't know, I feel like it's going okay. Oh, we got a shovel who made it inside. I mean, that's not a really big deal, but... So what we're gonna do is... We can drill up to 4 tiles high, so let's go ahead and drill... over... a little bit more. I want to get onto the surface. That's my goal right now. We'll make this out of mafic rock. I'm also going to make this... I'll just copy from here. Just press B as a copy shortcut. Hey, look at that. This thing is working just fine. It's not even a big deal. How's the temperature looking? Still a little toasty, obviously, but it's getting there. How hot is the oxygen? Oxygen is 170-ish degrees, so, it's hot. Sure, it's hot, but come on. We're doing the best we can to try to bring the temperature down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are you guys doing? Okay, we need to make this a maximum priority dig. Like pancakes is freaking the flip out. Okay. I need some drywall. Can we build drywall out of mafic? Yes, we can, man. All of the resources are just right here already. I want you to clean these up. Clean up all this regolith. That's right, study that stuff. If we built multiple... Although we're going so fast that, I mean, is it even needed to have multiple telescopes? Who's scalding? No one important. They'll be fine. It's not a big deal. I want these all to be 6s. Okay, so for right now, I want to build on 6, so let's just get that to a 6. Eventually, we'll be able to make this a bit larger. We'll scoot everything over eventually, and then we'll be able to have this long tube where we can have, like, the entire duplicate army can, like, just come in and, you know, have more than 3 people at once. I mean, all we gotta do is just disconnect this and just move this further along. There we go. Clean that up. You got it. There you go. Very nice. You know what? I just want you to keep going. Just why don't you just keep going this way? Yeah, keep going. And then just keep building this with mafic rock. Keep going. Why not? What's the harm in it? So it looks like as long as a tile there, it protects the atmosphere. I mean, we might have a little bit of off-gassing. I mean, we're losing a little bit of gas, but it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. And if anything, it's just going to lower the pressure in here, which will allow us to pump more oxygen in. And I mean, if anything, this is all like ugly, gross gas anyways. I don't care if we're losing gas there. It's not bothering me. Especially because they've got spacesuits and whatnot. Look at them go. I mean, this rock isn't super hard, so it doesn't seem like it's extremely hard for them to dig through it. What I want to do is just kind of go all the way to this side of the map. Wait, what am I doing? Let's speed up to max. Like, I'm wondering why we're going so slow. Uh-oh. Do we... Asteroids? Let's... Now that that thing's shutting down, hold up now. Like, this area is exposed, we could get hit by asteroids here. Or meteors, not asteroids. We'd be doomed if it was an asteroid. Let's see how the, temperature's coming in at 150, exiting at 116. So still very... I mean, it takes a while to change the temperature, I'll be completely honest. Like, temperature does not change quickly. Now, if we added a second one in here, I mean, that would, like, increase our power consumption dramatically. Like, it would be, like, what, like 2.4 kilowatts? That would be too much even for this wire, this heavy watt wire. Or this, well, this thing's getting the crap beat out of it. It's only made out of, it's just mafic rock, though, so it's not a big deal that it's getting the crap knocked out of it. Building received damage from falling space rocks will not function until it receives repairs. It's just mafic rock, though, so it's like there's plenty of mafic rock just laying around. Oh boy. The tile is getting the crap knocked out of it. Looks like that shove ball may have been hit too. See, I bet that's why they can drill around, so they can, like, hide from the impacts. How much steel do we have? Almost up to 3K. I might build another one of these here, just so that... How much electricity do these use? 120? How's our line looking? Our line is a bit overtaxed, but we can always build another one. Looks like the line is getting a little bit fried. Oh. This is the problem. Dad, this'll fix it. Okay, so these two are supposed to be separated anyways. There we go. That's 120. This one's still a bit loaded, but oh, that's cool. So so this thing's still, wait, no, it's not. Once it opens, it's gonna fall through. Okay, dig this crap up. Clean up, crew. Constantly burying our equipment. So what is this, a metallic asteroid? It's got iron and copper and obsidian. Let's just queue up the next one. Fortunately, since these are made out of steel, even though this stuff is really hot, the steel is pretty good. It can handle the heat decently. What are you doing? Just get in. Stop goofing off. Very good. Okay, so we gotta think about building our rocket. Where are we gonna build it, though? So, here we have the steam engine. Wow, 2,000 steel. That's a ton of steel. It makes sense, though. And I believe we can reuse them. We can recycle them. So, like I said, I want to scoot things over a bit, so let's just keep building over. Let's move over a little more. And so we'll just scoot these over a bit more so that we can have these platforms. At least this stuff is really easy to dig through. Visibility is 36%. And we'll probably need to install some drywall, just to kind of like continue making this area habitable. And like I said, we'll scoot you over. And that'll make us more room for these docks for the for our exosuit dock. So I'm probably gonna skip forward. Like, you guys don't need to see this. We're just building these things. It's not that big of a deal. So I'll be right back once we have basically done all of this. Because that's our goal. We're going to make sure that we just have this entire area. Stuff might get damaged, whatever. There's like a ton of mafic rock here. And then we'll have that entire area covered. And I'll probably start putting a layer of the steel plating. Also, not a big deal considering that we can always remove it and get our steel back. And we're constantly making more. We're already up to 34. Okay, so I'll be right back. Oh, what's this? Someone with ranching and operating. I believe we're going... Where's my list? Welcome a new member to the community. It's going to be... I'm pretty sure this is a different person. Let me check the list. It's going to be... Yes. For your ability to ranch and operate at the expense of, cross you off the list, of not being able to do doctor errands, which I don't care about anyways. Wait. Why can't? It's wigging out on me. Wait, what's happening? Okay, I can change their name whenever. Okay, so let's just take Maxon. skills. You are going to start working towards farming. And now I can change your name. Where are you? Max, your real name is Alex Godzi. Welcome aboard, Alex Godzi. You will be doing... Where is my ranchers at? You can't ranch yet because you don't have the skill, but I might as well just have you prepped for it. So, welcome aboard, Alex Godzi. That takes us up to 15. 16 is probably going to be our next checkpoint. Telescope is idle, apparently. Let's go ahead and get back to that. Oops. Oh, that's interesting. So just clicking... What is this? An oily asteroid. Methane. Crude oil and petroleum. Well, let's start scanning this one. So, I decided to interrupt it since obviously we found a interesting duplicate. We're making progress over here. One of the things that's holding me back, though, is I need more lime. Our steel production is coming to a screeching halt. So what I did was, I built this area over here. And we are filling up 4 of these docks, which I can go ahead and deliver some suits to. Vacancy required. Let's see, do we have any... Looks like I'm going to need some Atmos suits, so let's go over to the Atmos suit forge. And let's call up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we're running out of metals. We need to get more of these guys. Where are my... Yeah, wait, no. Oh, we're out of smooth hatchling eggs. Oh god, the species is going... This one's age is 7 though, so that's not too big a deal. What do we got here? We got 2 stone hatches. Do we really want stone hatches down there? Like, we don't have room for more? Yeah, we have room for more. Why is it putting them down here? Make you a 7. A 0. There. Get these critters back where they're supposed to be. Those guys are supposed to be up top. I mean, come on. What are you guys thinking? Can we make any upgrades? Carrying. Plumbing. Mainly, I'm looking more at this than I am down here. We could take these. Huh, you have a lot of room for... So you're stuck at that, so I'll figure out what you do later. Nothing too interesting there. Most of these guys have their core upgrades, exosuits. Oh, you're gonna be our... Oh, Joe Davis appears to be overtaxed on his skills, though. This needs to be mopped up. We need to prioritize this to... For the smooth exit. Eventually we'll repopulate them. That's one of the things you got to be careful about, because if you have too many of them, they'll just eat you out of all of your... They'll just consume all of your metals, and you'll just have no metals left. You'll just be done. But on the other hand, it'll slip... Oh, is that liquid chlorine on the ground? It's that cold in here? How cold is it in here? Minus 30. It's pretty cold in there. Yeah, that's liquid chlorine. How are things going over here? Construction effort is going. We do need more steel, though. Let's go ahead and copy this over here. Like, this is all temporary stuff. Like, I'll probably wind up removing this over time. Just because, like, we don't have enough steel to just kind of go crazy and just build this all over the place. Down here, though, we are going to go, and we need people to start digging up fossils. So, for example, right here we got fossils, fossils, got fossils over here, fossils over here, fossils, fossils. The rock crusher hungers for fossils. Tons of fossils. These fossils can be just grinded up for, Oh, what's this? Need to repair this, this walkway needs to be a little steadier. But yeah, we need to kind of drill left and right and just we need to start extracting the fossils in here. Let's go ahead and get in here as well. We got some fossils, all sorts of fossils in here. Fossils, fossils. We're gonna get this diamond, because we could build some interesting, like, decorative stuff with diamonds. Fossils, just take that off. That's enough for now, that's good enough. Oh. Turn this on. Anyone can go through. Let's increase the priority on these docks to like 8. All these docks should be higher. Have you built my suits yet? Okay, they're delivering them now. Very good. Wow. Of course, the brand new guy who has no training at all wants to go down. He's like, oh, I want to do the FUD stuff immediately. You freaking loser. Look how slow he is. Oh, God, this is way harder than I thought it would be. What are you even gonna do, Dad? Oh, you went down to pick up some polluted dirt. Well, what amazing use of your time. Amazing. Okay, so they're picking up some fossils, and they're gonna deliver them to the rock crusher. Where's our fossils at? Here we go. That's right, put it inside the system. How many fossils is this? 5 kilograms of fossils, or 5 kilograms of lime, that should be. Let me double check. That's 5 kilograms of lime coming down at you. Right over here, because that's what we need. We need lime. I'm probably going to have to spend another episode... Here's some iron right here. I'm going to probably have to spend another episode just drilling for, like, minerals and whatnot. Like, here's some iron and whatnot, because we need metals. We're having a problem with metals. And, like, I don't want to spend, like, all these episodes just constantly... Oh my god, who is scalding? Oh, it's up here as usual. Very hot in here. Not as hot as it was, but still pretty hot in here. Oh, we can... What is this? Rocky asteroid? It's got copper and... Yeah, of course, rocks. That sounds natural. These things... This is actually going pretty quick. I figured that the telescope would take a lot longer, but... It's honestly not that bad. Eventually we'll probably... I mean, not necessarily, like... We kind of do need a shield just so that we can, like, move left and right. I mean, it would be nice if it were more like this height. But, I mean, one step at a time. Like, it's almost like we're terraforming the surface into something habitable. I mean, that's pretty much what we are doing. We're just kind of, like, brute forcing the environment to be more hospitable to us. Temperatures here aren't that bad. I mean, like, look at this. 100-ish degrees. Like, this is, like, even without a spacesuit, they would be okay in certain areas. Some of this mafic rock is nice and cold, too. Need to make sure no one gets trapped out here. So let's cancel this one right here. just to ensure that they have a way out. Same with this one right here. This little block right here is preventing them from getting across, so I'm just going to build one for better access. Okay, that'll allow them to access this area. Let's see how down here is looking. Okay, good. They are drilling around this area way less inhospitable compared to the surface of the... Oh, there's plenty of iron down here as well. Although it's a bit warm, but I don't care at this point. I just need iron. I need metal. This is diamond right here. We can use diamond as a replacement for glass. Plenty of fossils. This is what's going to get us our lime for sure. So is this thing... This thing still is awaiting more lime. This thing needs to be like a really high priority. Like this thing needs to be just demolishing these fossils. These fossils... Like this thing needs to be like basically trying to make like... This thing needs to hate dinosaurs. It needs to hate dinosaurs so much that it's just trying to, like, re-extinct them. It's like, I want all traces of dinosaurs to just not exist. This guy's eventually going to lay us an egg, and then we'll be able to repopulate our smooth hatches. I believe, let's check out the water. Yes, this did correctly bring them back to where they were. We got 7. We need 2 more here. We need 1 more here, but that's getting incubated, so that's absolutely fine. Let's take this off continuous. Oh, they're practically done. So once we finish this, I'll probably call the end of the episode. Because then what we can do, we can just scoot you over. Oh, we can... What is this? Oh, another carbon asteroid. Interesting. Let's analyze this. This oily asteroid sounds like it's going to be pretty useful just because we could always use more... We could use more oil. I kind of want to build 2 of these, to be completely honest. Like, let's look at our power expectation. So this thing is using about 720 watts. This one's a little overcharged, mainly due to this, but this only runs a little bit. I kind of want to have 2 telescopes going, because we do have 2 people with knowledge of research. How's this thing? Scan quality still pretty low. Visibility 36%. Probably because we do have access over here. I mean, I don't know how you would have one just on the surface without it just getting like pulverized by meteorites. I don't know how you would go about doing that. You know what? Maybe we don't need to seal those up. Maybe those will just be more ways onto the surface. Well, there we go. So here's what it's looking like. We got, let's let them scan. We'll have them scan. And we'll complete the episode after we scan this, It's not too bad. It's going at a decent pace. Let's go. I'm gonna go check people into the med bay just because we have had some people get beat up. I want these all to be 60%. I wish I could just copy and paste these, but they can't. There isn't an option for it. Yeah, I just pressed even the shortcut didn't have an option for it. So let's just go ahead and toss in... Looks like only 1 person is injured to the point of at 60%, so we'll just throw Joseph Bailey in there. Halfway done on the research. Joe Davis, a bit beat up, but not quite at 60%. That's why. So I figured out how to read these more effectively. So the way these work are, it just sets a filter. Basically, it says ineligible. It just sets a filter where everyone who's in this area means that they're at 60% or lower. So you could just set it as a way as a filter. Like, they don't automatically get in the beds, though. That's the main thing. It just makes it easier to assign them. I just know that anyone who pops up here is at 60% or lower. We're almost there. He's doing a great job. I'm really happy with how quickly we're scanning these areas. I think this is going to be our screenshot right here. Okay. We finished it. Let's see what the star map says. This is an Interstellar Ice. It's made out of ice, oxygen, carbon dioxide. It's got wart... wait, we have sleet wheat grain. We have wart seeds. Maybe I should use some of our wart seeds up top, just to, like, speed it up slightly, the cooling process. Like, the wart seed will get totally overwhelmed by it. Stone hatches can be found in the rocky asteroid. Smooth hatches can be found in the... That makes sense. Metallic asteroid would have a bunch of alien life forms. That's really cool. I think that's really neat. We still got a long ways to go. I'm guessing the way it's going to work is the farther away you use the telescope, the longer it takes to analyze something. I'm gonna guess. I'm pretty confident that's how it's going to work. But at any rate, we are beginning to make progress on the surface. I think I will. How many wart seeds do we have? We've got 5. Yeah, we could put up like some wart seeds to just start trying to speed up the cooling of the area. But, yeah, overall, the base has improved quite a bit. I think what I'm going to do is we will not be picking up at cycle 324. I'm probably going to clean up the base, install the wart seeds. I'm probably going to go, continue drilling around looking for stuff, because I want every episode from this point onwards to be focused on the space stuff. Like, I don't want to get bogged down on other things. I want you to see every episode to be about space, because I know some of you bought the game and you're kind of following along. Every episode, I want to be about space, and if there's anything that's not involving space, I'm going to try to do it in between the episodes. That's going to be kind of my objective. But at any rate, we got this area. It's coming along. Let me go ahead and assign some orders. We want this to be drywall. Not right there yet, though. Paint that in like that. There we go. For this area here, this is how... We're going to eventually build a rocket, and we'll begin exploring, because we got it here. We got this. We need a lot more steel, unfortunately. Oh, wait. I thought it required 2,000 steel. Wait. Okay, this one requires 2,000 steel, which is a ton. This one's 200. So it's mainly just the engine that requires a ton of steel. So we just need to make sure we're getting more of those fossils and whatnot. But at any rate, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. Like this video is entertaining. Subscribe for future Oxygen Not Included content. And of course, remember, oh man, that you don't have to be good to get good.